Mic on. Howdy, guys. I don't know if anyone's watching yet, but see. This is the final round of MHL 2, not the finals. This is the last round.
It's round 7 in our Swiss +1 of Melbourne Highlander League number 2.
Yep.
The quickening.
It's been good. We've both been participants.
Yeah, I'm still alive. How about you?
Oh, I died last round.
Oh.
Yeah.
SJB.
Yeah.
Oh, I should introduce myself. Sammy Grant, my mate Luke Mulcahy, Mulchman.
So
yeah, as Luke said, we're going to be going through this beautiful best of 5.
Yeah, Wolfie versus Isaac. They're both locked, actually.
Yeah, both X and O.
But
that's how locked they are.
Yeah, but that's good because it means they're good players, and we'll have an entertaining game. So.
You're certainly going to see two people who know the decks really well.
Real well. They've played these decks exclusively.
That's right.
For like a year each or something like that.
Oh, Wolfie, I've never known to play anything except for Kurgan. So yeah. And I think we're in for a really interesting game, and certainly the level of complexity on these two decks is pretty high. So it's going to be interesting to see the decision making that they go through, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
Isaac beat me in my first round with this deck. I haven't played Wolfie.
Wolfie beat me in my second round with this deck. So.
There you go.
Yeah. And I've actually liked it so much that I've switched over to it myself, and I'm undefeated since starting with it.
There you go. And you're playing it.
And I'm going to play it this weekend at
the NLG Mossalicious.
The Tropical Highlander.
Yeah, be there.
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
Be there. I'm flying back from Adelaide Sunday morning.
And if he can do that, then you can do anything. Yeah. So what do you reckon? You want to get started?
Yeah, well, just go for it, guys.
Let's cross live now.
We can talk nonsense otherwise, it's fine.
Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know about this Sunday, so is it Ringwood?
It's Ringwood.
Yeah, next level games Ringwood. You should check out their website. They're going to be hosting a Tropical Highlander tournament. So it's a 15 proxy Highlander. We're using the general 7-point list that everyone's used to.
Yeah.
And the current first prize is going to be Tropical Island. But if they get 40 people, then they're going to be switching up for a Mox Pearl.
Yeah, I reckon they'll get 40 for sure.
And Luke is positive they're going to get 40.
Yeah.
And Luke loves a Mox tournament. It's his favourite kind of tournament.
It's like I can sense Melbourne, like I'm like in tune with it.
Yeah, and there are Mox until we won.
Yeah, like I'm the tree in Avatar that's connected to the world. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it should be really good fun. Like, I haven't played a competitive level Highlander tournament before.
Really?
I've played a lot of Highlander, but I've never played competitive level. So I'm really excited on that.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now in the format and with the deck that I'm playing than what I used to. So
yeah, you're getting those mental triggers. It's like 4 mana, these colours, 3 cards in hand. He's got this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm worried about is because I know the people I normally play against and the kind of decks that they're playing in the league, and even in sort of low level tournaments. But in a 40-man, you're probably gonna see some really weird stuff, right? Yeah,
you'll see there'll be a bunch of like ring-ins that Andy's rounded up, and they'll be playing their own brews.
Just 60 cards. Yeah.
Oh, well, there'll be 75 cards, but like
no. But I mean, like just cards, like not necessarily tuned for something.
Yeah, you won't be able to go. Oh, that's James. I don't know what he plays.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure.
You face some decks on the format. Stop moving the thing. We are ready. Yes, we are.
So wait. So let's get started. We'll cross over now.
Have we done the die roll yet? No. Here we go. High roll. High roll is correct on stream.
Terrible. And especially when one goes off the table.
It's called a cock die.
Oh, the double up.
It should be 3 dice off the table, and you lose. I think. Like you lose the roll, not the match.
I think that's it. Probably.
Dexterity. I didn't even see who won.
I believe Wolfie did, but it's hard to tell because I don't think we saw Isaac's roll.
Yeah, we could get like a little P for play on the little display.
That would be probably pretty good, but provided we see who plays the land first, we'll probably work it out. Yeah.
Unless it's Gemstone Caverns.
Oh, goodness.
One day. I've done it before, actually.
Right,
so Isaac,
Isaac
Rainforest into Death Rise Shaman.
Great first turn.
Yeah, no mental misstep from Wolfie. I'm not sure if he's main deck. He's surely his main deck.
He absolutely is main deck.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome.
Oh, actually, I beg your pardon. I know for a fact that he's sideboarding it now. He recently changed up.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
My understanding from Wolfie is that it's a card that isn't good in enough matchups. And because a lot of 1-drops don't scare you, and the ones that do count, you can usually decide it in.
Yeah. Mental Missteps at its best when it's protecting your own creatures.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Alright, Martial Arts from Wolfie passes the turn. Isaac's got a Noble Hierarch in hand. I see a Jide. Not effective against Wolfie because he plays so much removal. and cheap removal at that, like Snuff Out, 0 mana,
Yeah.
etc. Wolfie's got lots of edict effects.
Yeah, a lot of sacrificing, as well as obviously a lot of counter spells.
Yeah.
It's a very reactive deck.
Isaac bashes in for 2.
Oh, the big man.
Al says Wolfie. Isaac's got a Mystical Tutor, Recurring Nightmare in hand.
Wolfie playing cards very vertically.
Very vertically. Well, horizontal from our perspective, in your perspective. So Isaac chooses not to Mystical Tutor end of turn. I like that. He wants to find an opportunity when Wolfie's tapped out. Maybe after a Planeswalker or something.
Yeah, absolutely. He probably doesn't need to do it till he wants to get going, right?
Yeah, correct. So Isaac has access to 4 mana. He's got Recurring Nightmare. He could just jam the Nightmare. Like, it's not that great against Wolfie, so...
And he wouldn't mind Wolfie counterspelling it either. Like, it's a pretty good trade.
Exactly, yeah. I'd be feeling a remand from Wolfie here. That's what I'd sense. I haven't seen any cards in his hand yet. Then with the Marsh Flats, like, he could have had a Brainstorm and chose not to play it. I'm just speculating, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Both these players are Australian, just in case you didn't know. Those flags are correct. Isaac, so he's got all 4 of his colours now.
Ready to go now.
Out comes the Jide. Alright.
Wolfie doesn't want this to be in play.
Yeah, he probably...
This is going to make things really hard for him.
He probably has something. Alright, there's his blue source. Most Highlander decks will play at least 7 fetch lands. It's pretty unlikely that Deathrite Shaft is not active. So spells. Alright. Yeah. Nice. 2 more damage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the thing with Wolfie searching, there's a lot of counter spells in the deck as well that only cost 1 blue and some amount of colours. So like
that's a good one.
Yeah, it's very good.
Land, yep. Blows it now. Doesn't want Isaac to get the mana.
No. Very comfortable. So he holding a blue and anything up can still represent so many cards with this deck. It's really good.
Yeah. So Isaac chose not to Mystical Tutor in his draws in his upkeep to get any critical instants and sorceries out. He probably hasn't got the flash target.
He probably wants to know. He wants a better understanding of what's in Wolfie's hand as well. So you can see Vidilian Click.
Yep.
Miscalculation, as I was saying before, and Merchant Scroll,
Watergrave, and it's a Diabolic Edict.
Yeah.
So Wolfie's got plenty of gas.
Pretty good hand.
Yeah. Isaac knowing about that miscalculation is useful. Wolfie will probably cycle it as a result of Isaac knowing he has it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no sense in having it. He'd rather draw into another counterspell.
So Isaac hasn't got the black to run out the Recurring Nightmare.
And Isaac's chosen to get rid of the Merchant Scroll as well. It's pretty key. Doesn't want Wolfie getting extra card advantage. Doesn't want him getting any kind of gas counterspell.
Yeah, or the deck's engine card and extra recall.
Exactly.
So Isaac's struggling here. He's got lots of support cards, but no meat. Yeah. Just runs out. Nightmare.
If Wolfie wants to miscalculate, he's welcome to.
No, it's an Ancient Tomb on Isaac's side.
Oh! I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I played Isaac's deck for a couple of weeks. The Ancient Tomb, I didn't draw it enough to make up my mind. I've had lots of people see it and ask him about it, but he's played it enough that he's confident he likes it.
You sure?
So
it gives him access to do things one more turn early, right? I mean, couldn't be terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's life, paying lots of life as a 4-color deck, so there's factors.
Sure, that's a good point.
So Isaac, Wolfie let him have it, and I like that choice.
Yeah, well, I mean, it basically does nothing at this stage, right?
I mean, he let Isaac keep both Natural Order and Mystical Tutor.
Yeah.
So I think Wolfie's well and truly in the driver's seat here. Isaac could draw an elf.
Yeah, he's playing out that tutor now. Wolfie allowing it.
That's interesting. He's probably getting Brainstorm, I imagine, here.
Oh, question in the chat from Sclegion. Kurgan is it's a bug control deck. So a lot of
black, blue, green.
Yep. So a lot of counter spells, removal, and a couple of big creatures. But mainly you're attacking for the win with your big lands.
Yeah, it's the control deck of Highlander. It's all very cheap removal, lots of discard, and
Ancestral Recall.
Cheap counter spells, and then you play Ancestral Recall and Merchant Scroll and Mystical Teachings, the tutor for it.
Yep.
So that you can keep it coming.
And just make sure your hand's constantly full, constantly playing
Yeah,
spells. Every time, you basically do nothing until your opponent does something, and then you do everything.
Yeah.
And you just wear them down, and then start attacking with...
You drop a Planeswalker.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Kurgan is the bad guy in the movie Highlander.
Yeah,
so that's where that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Kurgan used to be like the deck. But now it's...
I would argue it is still the deck.
It's tier 1.
It is an amazing deck.
Yeah.
Have you ever played it before?
With it?
Yeah.
No, it's not my style. That's right.
You're the brewmaster.
Yeah, I like to be proactive, and Kurgan is anything but.
It's the exact opposite of that. Yeah.
Alright, Snappy. Snappy. Oh, so he's going to get his A-call after all, I presume.
That would be the right play. Either that, or he might want to get a force.
Maybe like a... What else can you get?
I've known him to get a force plenty of times when he's worried about combo, and he's worried about not drawing. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isaac.
He often...
Yeah. Oh, that's huge.
The other thing Wolfie does...
That's force-worthy.
It's hard out. The other thing Wolfie does a lot is he'll search for a counterspell even when he already has one. Just to let his opponent know. Yeah.
So Wolfie definitely wants to counter that. Hard cast Force of Will. That's clearly the play, I believe.
I don't think he has anything else, right? He doesn't have a mana leak or something.
He can cycle his miscalc. He's got Repeal. What the... Hang on. Oh, so...
That's Kitchen Things.
With the trigger on the stack, so Isaac can't sack it to Recurring Nightmare with the Kitchen Things life gain trigger on the stack.
That's
pretty cool. Because it's sorcery speed only.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well said.
It's a Dust Bowl from Wolfie. That's going to go a long way to helping his miscalculation get back online.
Let's bring up that Recurring Nightmare. So the good people at home can see it.
Good idea. Yeah. Only any time you can play a sorcery. So well spotted by Wolfie. Wolfie's fingering the bottom of it. Giving it a nice feel, yeah.
That art is so good as well.
It is, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. So
another Vintage Masters card, I should point out.
Did Wolfie miscalculation something? I can't see Isaac's graveyard. No.
Maybe he just cycled it in a turn.
Yeah, that's more likely.
Playing out the Architect.
So
he's going down 2 straight away.
So Isaac ran his Kitchen Finks back into the miscalculation, even though he knew Wolfie had it. Okay. So Wolfie's hand was an Ancestral Recall and Mana Drain. So he has to have already had the A-call when he found the Force.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So Wolfie was so far more ahead than I thought. He was already ahead in my mind. But...
Isaac knew that he was not coming back.
Yeah.
That's the thing, I suppose, with Flashbud. Like, you played this deck before. You know when you've got it and you know when you haven't got it, right?
To you. Oh, cool. Yep. I don't know. Like, there's some pretty cool topics you can make, like Skull Clamp.
Hey, welcome back to the booth. Sammy Brent here with Luke Mulcahy for Sneak and Shot.
How's it going? If you missed our introduction at the start of the round, Isaac just won the first game. Oh no, Wolfie just won the first game. It's a best of 5, so plenty to come.
So we're just talking about the deck that Isaac's playing, Flashpod. It's an incredibly complicated deck, and Luke's been piloting it in the past.
It feels a bit like Melirapod of Modern.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. A lot of options, a lot of different ways to go off as well, I think, right?
Yeah. You can just Birthing Pod value win, Skull Plant value win, Natural Order Fatty win, flash in a Protean Hulk win. So if that gives you some idea, you can get grind it out with a Recurring Nightmare, which we saw in the previous game.
And there's Academy Rector as well, right?
Yeah.
One of my favourite cards.
To go find Pattern of Rebirth.
Yeah.
You might have to look that one up if you're not a Highlander player.
Sure.
Or I think it might have got played standard back in the day.
Good in EDH. I know that a lot of people play it, yeah.
Cool.
I remember it was one of the first cards that I recognised as being a good card when I first started playing Magic.
Yeah.
It's a one. I was like, oh, I see what's going on here.
What was the fatty that you would get with that?
We used to get, it was from the 7th Ed starter pack.
Thorn Elemental?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah.
I can't believe I knew that.
Yeah, that card's gas.
So let's talk about the matchup.
Yeah.
Wolf. He was sideboarding. So Isaac's he's bringing in his divert. So he wants to divert Wolfie's A-call to him. That's a huge, very swingy card. That could be.
Or is this? You can use it as second counter spell as well, right? If Wolfie counters and he counters back, he can divert something else. Can he not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
So there's always it's got wide ability. He could also divert a Diabolic Edict as well, right?
Yes.
So it's
got
application.
Edict says target player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you have to cast your spell and have the 1 extra mana available, which means you've got a lot of mana, which probably means Wolfie does as well, so he can probably afford the 2 mana.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't know. I actually don't know about the divert coming in from Isaac. It's a very swingy card. He's pretty much relying on Wolfie to play his A-call turn 1.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
how I feel.
That sounds like a perfectly good reason.
Otherwise, I think the divert's not going to do anything.
Wolfie, in the few times that I've watched him with A-call in turn 1, he doesn't necessarily play it as well. That's another important thing. Yeah, I mean, Wolfie wants to keep his hand stocked. We know that. But not necessarily stocked to the point of having a discard.
Yeah. He'll only play it if he has to dig for lands,
exactly.
or if he gets a soul read on Isaac's mental misstep or something like
that. The way Wolfie masters this deck, he is playing as few spells as possible. He'll do as little as he can. Just enough, and then he just wins somehow. It's really a remarkable deck. Yeah.
He often has so many different answer cards in hand to choose from.
Yeah, exactly right.
And I think he's got very good mechanics. He just snaps the right line every time.
Yeah, sure.
You can take it with you.
Oh, cool.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
So Wolfie's still sideboarding. That's what's going on. You think these guys, because of the way the tournament was structured, they actually knew who they were playing against.
That's right. Yeah.
So these guys, surely they could have spent 20 minutes on the train coming here, thinking about how they're going to sideboard.
Sure, but we're also not in a rush. That's true. I mean, I know, because as I was saying earlier, I've just started playing Kurgan myself, and as I go into each match, I ask Wolfie, how should I be sideboarding this? And just snaps it up. He knows exactly how to sideboard for each matchup, so I'm not quite sure what he's thinking about right now.
Okay. Maybe he's nervous on camera. No. Can't see his face. Alright. So Isaac will be on the play. Got 2 Theros Pro Tour top 8 mats. We got something in the chat from XF. Okay. Yo dudes, you suck. If you can see this, we love you. We love you too, man.
Hey, you guess.
So I wonder if
keep the shadow.
If Isaac and Will be both top 8'd or whether they're just house mats. I don't know. It kind of looks like a playing card, the kings.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Both facing the right way.
Oh, Nick Watson up in this building. Sorry you can't be here, man. I hope you're feeling better.
Nick and I are travelling to Adelaide this weekend for the Modern PDQ.
Are you going to win?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Because I heard that from a few people. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the Modern mindset now. That's why I was comparing Isaac's deck to the
Mirror deck. Yeah, sure. Are you playing Mirror? Are you playing?
I'm Affinity.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyone who plays me this weekend, you know what I'm playing as a reward for watching the stream.
How different is it from the GP Brisbane deck you play?
Oh, it's Wilkie. GP Brisbane.
At GP Brisbane you played?
Oh, yeah, that was last season.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah?
Yeah, it could be the same list.
Yeah, I don't know how much has changed. Yeah. I hear
it. Alright, so Isaac paying 2 life for the tomb. Leads off with the birds, a good start.
Didn't get his divert, obviously.
No. We can still have it. We'll end of turn it, probably. The ramp guys aren't as good against Wolfie because he can just counter what you ramp into.
That's right. Got so many ways of getting rid of the ramps as well.
Yeah. However, they are just 1 mana, so they eat one of Wolfie's edict effects.
Well, yeah,
for 1 mana.
I mean, there's the card in his hand right now. Pernicious Deed is the one you want against all of the ramp guys.
Oh, yeah. That card's so good in Highlander.
Yeah, Pernicious Deed, and he also plays Crime and Punishment, which is also just insane.
Golgari Charm in his hand.
Golgari Charm is great too, and
Toxic Deluge.
EE as well. Toxic Deluge. There's so many ways of killing lots of small guys.
Yeah.
Again, Kurgan is the best deck. This is why.
We'll see. We'll see. Like maybe if you play it and win on Sunday, I'll do. Yeah, that card that's a bit glary is Spellsnare, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, sure.
When are they going to reprint that? Hopefully soon.
Yeah, it's in Modern Masters.
Really?
Yep, because mine is Modern Masters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm tripping.
Yeah, just as an uncommon as well.
Yeah. Alright.
What have we got in Isaac's hand here?
He's got a Sylvan Library. Hopefully he'll be looking to resolve that this turn.
For sure.
Yeah. And he will be able to move his hand.
Yeah. Sylvan Library is amazing.
It's so strong against decks that don't pressure life, like Wolfie's. Yeah, it's going to draw Isaac at least 2 cards.
In my league match from last week, the games where my opponent got Sylvan Library off, I lost.
I was there.
I was
there.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a Bitter Blossom from Isaac.
I believe I called over to you and said, "Oh, his Sylvan Library is really good."
Yeah, there might have been some slurs in there as well. So Isaac choosing Bitter Blossom over Sylvan Library, unless I misread his hand, which is possible. Bitter Blossom is going to
certainly
be
very good,
very strong.
Yeah,
very strong.
Yeah, Wolfie. I mean, he's got the Pernicious Deed, so he's got a way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
But it's going to take him a few turns to get there.
Yeah.
Pernicious Deed is so strong. It's really fantastic.
Yeah, one of my favourite things about it is that it's a sweeper that you can main deck because of its instant speed. So you can still hit Time Vault if you're playing against the creatureless Time Vault combo deck. You can still hit the flash guys from the control decks. Yeah.
And it doesn't really hit anything you have. Because he doesn't play Bitter Blossom anymore. You might have Snapcaster Mage in play, that's about it. It's never going to hit Thragtusk because you're not going to pop it for 5 usually. Yeah. It's just so strong.
I think he's got Bob in his sideboard.
I took it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes against your strategy. So. Yeah. Crime Punishment's very strong.
Crime Punishment's great.
You adopt that before Wilfie, or?
No, I've just copied Wilfie completely. Yeah. Yeah. I just, I've been losing to him so many times, so frustratingly. And having really, really good matchups with so many other people, winning a lot, but just could not beat Wilfie. So there's got to be something in this.
So, Isaac, has he got another land in hand? So he hasn't played his land for the turn, so he's probably trying to bait out a counterspell from Wilfie with a dud spell and then slam the library. Stoneforge Mystic is another excellent card. Isaac's hand's got an awesome hand if he has a land in hand. It's probably already an awesome hand. So he runs out Stoneforge Mystic. I can't remember if Wolfie had the answer. The Spell Snare.
He's got Spell Snare.
Yeah.
So now he has to make the decision, is Isaac baiting me? Or, is he trying to hide something?
Yeah.
Which is like a really tough decision. He's basically just to go on the field.
Alright, Trops.
Miscalc, maybe? There we go.
So he must have just drawn that.
Yeah, I can't remember. Did he have it in his hand before?
I don't think so. Yeah. So Isaac have the land. Nope, shifts the turn. Okay, so no library for Isaac.
Unless he didn't have it before, we were wrong.
No, he's definitely got it.
Okay.
That's in hand. He's got a Cobra as well.
Yeah.
Isaac's got Abrupt Decay for the Wolfie's got the Abrupt Decay for the Bitter Blossom. So he has all the answers.
I got the Mutavault.
Yeah. Untap, draw. Out.
Another fairy.
It's got the tokens on hand. I like it.
Alright, taking Wolfie down. You see maybe the Lotus Cobra now?
I imagine so. He's not really overextending here if he plays a Cobra.
No, he's still got plenty of options, and he hasn't played a land yet, right? So, no, he has a land. Assume so.
Isaac's got a Mental Misstep in hand.
El Shaman.
So Isaac has a Mental Misstep for Whoopi's Spell Snare when he casts it. So where does Wolfie drop the Pernicious Deed? That's the question. Does he wait until he gets to 5 mana?
Yeah, I mean, the assumption is that he wants to have more mana so he can do 2 things in one turn, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to leave himself completely tapped out unless he can, force through a free counterspell. Big game.
So if he gets Acor, Wolfie has Isaac has the
Then missed out.
Missed it, yeah.
Again, another
Force
force.
again. So does that mean he's had a call in hand already?
Or he's just worried about Isaac going off. He might feel like he's behind. Isaac has a very good board position right now.
Yeah. So if he's short on lands, he's finding force so he can tap out for the deed while still holding up an answer.
Yep, sounds absolutely correct.
Isaac doesn't have much wiggle room for his sideboard because, I was talking before, he's got so many different plans that if you kind of have to take out one of those whole plans. You can't just...
Yeah, you got to be more focused, right?
Yeah. If you want to bring something else in, you've got to sacrifice something. It's not like your standard where you just trim some of the less good cards. There's a deed. What's he done? He's exiled there.
Yeah.
That's just end of turn.
Shocking.
Yeah. I was like, untap.
Another boy.
If Wolfie just going to crack for one, surely not. He's got Abrupt Decay in hand. It's an option.
I mean, much rather go for wait a turn and go for 2, right?
Yeah. Well, he's on 11, so this turn he takes 4, 5, 6, if you count the Death Ray activation.
If he was going to go for 1, he probably would have done the end of turn, wouldn't he? Because then Isaac's
in his own turn, you mean? Yeah. So he's going for value. Tundra. Isaac's definitely on his way.
Sees what's going on here.
Well, he's on his way to pick down his deck as well, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, sick. It's the old black border. I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I can't see. Bummer.
Yep, still can't see that one. It's Thragtusk, the big boy.
Yeah, I was looking through Isaac's sideboard and I suspected he would have kept it in.
Thragtusk, one of the biggest, baddest thumpers in the game, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, did Wolfie not force a will it?
He just isn't scared, I guess.
That's strange.
Very odd.
I would have expected a force a will from Wolfie. So he's gonna...
He can always pop for 5, I guess he's thinking.
Yeah,
but,
that's his plan. He'll have to do it.
And then maybe repeal the token or he can edict it. I mean, he's got a lot of options.
Yeah, he's got Abrupt Decay in hand to kill it as well.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I think Wolfie's going to wait till the upkeep so he doesn't get bashed by the token, and he's happy to take 2 from the Death Ray. It's one less life loss.
Yeah, and only on A life now. He's going to have to do something soon.
Thinking. Has he not drawn the land? Is that the issue?
He's got about 6 cards. He's got something.
Flick.
Oh, there's the one.
Doesn't have to worry about getting basics. Isaac's definitely not playing back to basics or choke or anything. I think he used to have choke on his board, but he plays too many islands of his own.
Yeah, sure. It just makes it too hard.
Yeah.
No boil. There's no red, right?
Correct. Yeah. So he's not playing red. If he was, he'd have Mog Fanatic for the flash.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Which would have enabled him to go off instant speed.
Yeah.
As he currently is, he can only go off sorcery speed. Right. So as we predicted, crack for 5. Did Isaac respond with the Death Ray activation?
Yes, that's right.
None of his lands are tapped. He would have tapped
putting Wolfie down to 6. He tapped a bird for it.
Okay, yeah. I'm with you. So, it's a bit more clean. Isaac's only got 3 lands now.
It should be getting a little Thragtusk token, right? There we go.
There it is.
Centaur for some reason? No worries.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Wolfie's only on 5 now. Isaac doesn't play any man lands. He's got Dried Arbor, but that's easily killable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
The old voice.
Force of Will from Wilfie. No blue spell.
Wilfie. Not scared.
Yeah.
Drew the Innocent Blood.
So he's going to cast all his spells now, obviously.
We're going to
Kill the voice first. Yep.
Get that token up. Ah, there we go.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Just pop that for 0.
Are you secretly going for Will because he's playing your deck?
Well, no, I mean, I really, really like Isaac's deck as well.
Yeah. So Isaac, he's drawn the divert, is that correct? And he doesn't have an opportunity to divert Wilfie's removal. Mental Misstep and Spell Snare finally coming out. That took a long time.
And off the Sylvan Library like you promised.
Solid threat from Wilfie. So Isaac's on 13 from his mana base.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's not gonna. He'll get 2 cards. Like with the City of Brass, he can't get the 3rd, despite Thragtusk's life gain.
So we've got Repeal, Top, and Mishra.
Mishra's Factor will be able to pump the Mutavault if it comes out. That's interaction that's easy to forget.
Yeah, it's very strong.
Yeah. So that's Jace Architect of Thought. I haven't given it enough thought. The new Jace may be Highlander playable, I'm not sure.
The new Jace?
Yeah, Jace, the Living Guild Pact.
Yeah, sure.
It won't be on Gatherer, I don't think.
Have a look. It costs 5, right? Or is it 4?
Does. It costs 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose we can search for this one.
Yeah. So, Isaac draws, Sylvan Library triggers. He's got his cards separate. I don't know how that works rules-wise, whether you can actually put the cards into your hand.
Sylvan
physically,
Library.
can they touch?
You're not supposed to because it goes off the number of cards you've drawn that turn. So you should, in theory, keep a separate hand of 3 cards to make your choice.
Okay.
But I think he only has 3 cards in his hand anyway, right? Oh no, he has kept it separate. His other hand was down the bottom. Yeah, because
I'm wondering in a Legacy tournament.
In a Legacy tournament, you should draw 3 cards, separate from your hand.
Okay.
Choose whether you want to keep them or not, and then you pay your life or put them back. Yeah, and then bring the 2 hands together.
Yeah.
Jace the Living Guild Pact. Yeah, 5 loyalty for 4 is a pretty good start.
Yeah. He's you can't really beat him down with his dudes if he's plussing.
No.
Yeah.
But it doesn't protect himself very well, so.
We got a Jace off here. It's a walk off.
For those in the chat, if you're interested in finding out more about 7-Point Highlander, we can post a link, but otherwise you can just Google Australian 7-Point Highlander. It's pretty easy to find.
Aussie Eternal is the best website.
That's the new one now?
Yeah, Aussie Eternal. One word. It's made by Shane Svoboda. Check it out. It's very professional. I was very impressed, actually. It's just a clean, crisp WordPress website. So.
Here we go.
We're looking at the website now. There's like some goofy photos on it. Okay, so back. I should probably focus on the game. Isaac, I'm not sure if he's brainstorming here, or whether he's Sylvan Librarying. He's looking at 1 card, so maybe he's fancying himself. No. Okay, he's choosing which cards to put back for the library or brainstorm. Passes the turn. Isaac doesn't bash with the Lotus Cobra because he wants to defend his Jace against Wilfie's Mutavault. Wilfie just sacrifices his own Jace. Grabs the lands. Wilfie can always spend his mana, right? He's like Mystical Teachings. What other mana sinks has he got?
He didn't take that top earlier, right? So.
Yeah, so. Alright, so pressure Jace with the Mutavault. What's Isaac got? Is Isaac in trouble here?
Oh, there's the top. Yeah, so
speak of the top.
Yeah, good again.
I've been managing the deck lists for this tournament, and one of the common misspellings is Sensei's diving top. Every time. Every time. I don't mind fooling around with spreadsheets. Something about my personality just like
Like
keeps me
spreadsheets?
calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like zen, you know. Whew, that's a good one. Wolfie's innocent blood just gone. Hey, Scotty Gray. Shout out to Scotty Gray who's just joined the chat. I don't know what that symbol next to your name means, man, but yeah. Scott loves his streams. Hearthstone does some speed running of himself.
Thrun?
That's a Thrun.
Yeah,
The last troll.
The very last one.
Yeah. So Wolfie, he needs to draw another one of his Edict effects. He draw Liliana of the Veil, which he may have boarded out actually. Diabolic Edict, Snapcaster Mage for the Innocent Blood. He's got a fair few answers.
I don't know if Liliana of the Veil's still in the deck, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a feeling it was taken out. I can't remember ever putting it in mine.
Yeah, I suppose Wolfie doesn't really want to use the +1.
No.
He's always got more cards in hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Has he drawn the Diabolic Edict? He did.
That's great.
Pro. Untap. There it is. I think he did that last time he was on coverage against Julian Toe.
Yeah.
Really, Paddy and I were commentating, and just Thrun came down, and Wolfie just edict off the top. I think it must be like his familiar card. Well, what's it in Harry Potter? How they have the...
It's a familiar, right?
Is it?
The animals.
No, they got the spirit animal or whatever.
Yeah,
that defends
they're
them.
familiars, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Wolfie's is Diabolic Edict.
I think he has Innocent Blood in hand anyway, right? So you could have
No, he cast it on the Lotus Cobra.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Of course he did.
Yeah. So what size it got? He's got a Birthing Pod. It's pretty powerful, but he needs the dudes once again. And Jace is still hanging in there.
Very tight game here.
Wolfie's got the upper hand,
Yes.
despite Isaac's library.
Isaac knowing that the
Brainstorm.
Jace is bound for the grave. Snap up a quick brainstorm.
Yeah. So he's drawn a body double. What targets could he get? He can get the Thragtusk back.
Mhm.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, that'd be very tough, solid.
Yeah, body double. It's definitely a body. It's like body is a term in Street Fighter for like smashing down. So it's very appropriate here if body double does smash down.
Especially when it's a 5-3.
Yeah. That divert's still sitting in there in his hand. I can't imagine it being very effective this game.
No, it's really too late for it to be good now.
Yeah, Isaac was behind on lands. You saw that scenario where Isaac had 3, Wolfie had 5. Like I said at the start, like only scenario I could really imagine would be the Ancestral Recall turn 1. So Isaac will probably board it out at the end of this game. We'll see. His FBB City of Brass. Scott's got the freaking emoticons. Don't you only get those by like posting a certain amount of times or something? You gotta earn them. It's like a stupid face. What else we got in the chat? Any questions?
No, it's not.
Just having
Some running commentary.
a nice quiet night in, watching some Highlander.
Playing at that double.
Yeah. We'll be streaming the top 8 like we did last time.
Yeah, exciting.
Live. Yeah. That
Hopefully I'll be in it, so
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be there either way.
Are you counting on the other results if you know you get in or not?
My breakers are really good.
Okay, so you
I
are.
feel pretty confident.
You're on X2?
Yeah.
After 7 rounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, I have one more round. I'm going into my 7th round
Okay.
this weekend.
Yeah. So if you lose, you're out.
If I lose, I'm out. If I win, I'm pretty sure I'm in.
Yeah. Who's your opponent?
Chant.
Okay,
Chris Chant.
okay. That's an evasive action, for those who don't know. Oh, no! Just as I was saying.
Yeah.
We can't pay for it. So evasive action is a mana leak, but instead of paying 3 mana, you pay 1 for each basic
Basically,
land type.
It's got domain.
It's controller cost.
We can check that one out. It was really good in Block Limited.
Yeah. So Wolfie's giving it a read. He's like, yeah, I guess that happens. So Thragtusk, come to the party. Isaac's back in this. Force. Oh no. The Force that's been in Wolfie's hand. It's funny how the Spell Snare and the Force both came out really late after being
Yeah,
revealed.
we ran really early.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Wolfie likes to play spells right at the point where you've forgotten he has it.
The Dance of the Divining Top. Don't get to see it as often these days.
No.
I don't play Legacy currently, so did Top just beat down the Jason? That's the mutable.
Yeah.
It's getting late. I woke up at like 6 a.m. this morning at 5 hours sleep.
Ugh.
Tops are attacking. It's just my world's spinning. Wild Cantor. Is that a Wild Cantor? Isaac told me he took it out. Wow, something's going on here. I'll tell the story after this game. I'll stick to the subject matter in hand. Yeah.
Obviously a very tight game here. Isaac 5, Wolfie 3. Really getting close now.
Dust Ball doesn't really have any value targets. That's fine.
No.
Question is, who top decks better? I suppose Wolfie.
It's hard to say. Like, Isaac can just draw a combo card and go off, right? At any point. I mean, he needs to have Flash and the Protean Hulk, or at this point.
When the game starts getting late, then Isaac can actually start hardcasting his high pod chain cards like Wormcoil Engine, and unless he boarded it out.
The Rector's a good start.
Protean Hulk, Rector, that's just gonna. Wolfie's on 3, so it's actually a clock. Isaac can't get many good enchantments. He needs to have another creature in play to put the Pattern of Rebirth onto when the Rector dies.
Sure.
So, if Wolfie just has one more removal spell, he can happily block the Rector with his Mutavault.
Isaac going to 1.
Jeez. City Brass. Ow, ow, ow. And the Sylvan Library too. Didn't turn off your phone. Rookie.
What are you talking about?
I even said at the start, I'm turning off my phone.
I believe you said you put it to silent.
Hello, Nightwolf. Is this speed magic or something?
Why are they not using mana?
Just shortcutting. They're good friends, so they can announce a spell and then go and play it. It's fine. Speed magic is actually called Spagic. So for those not in the know, it's a common cube format that I'm very fond of. I play it terribly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laying out that top again and spinning straight away. Oh, that's just the pay. Beg your pardon.
Thoughts? Not enough time for thinking. Spagic, you're on camera. Be entertaining. Count that library.
Unbelievable.
Hey, mine's on silent. So. Alright. Wolfie tops. Lots of checking out the top of the library going on. It's like the block PT that we just watched, except they're not revealing the cards.
Yeah.
Their opponents, just us.
Just us.
Yeah. That was actually really good for coverage.
Yeah, I so, yeah.
Course of Crufix actually makes
coverage
makes
more interesting,
which is a little intrinsic benefit of the card of that design. Here we go. Oh, Mutavault bashing in. It's actually a threat now.
He has to.
I didn't even think about that. I'm still locked into this mindset of Wolfie takes over and then beats down.
It's got to play it out.
Scott's trolling me, constantly calling my phone. Okay, so Isaac, he has to block. Does he double block? That's something.
Sorry, what is the second card?
That's a Viscera Seer.
Oh,
so Isaac has to choose if he's double block. So Wolfie probably has a real if he's bashing in here. Isaac's a single block, so if Wolfie has a removal, he kills the Viscera Seer in response to the trigger. Yeah, he does.
We go.
So the fact that Wolfie bashed into a double block probably should have triggered in Isaac's mind that Wolfie had the removal, but if Wolfie has the removal, maybe just Isaac loses anyway. So Isaac had to go for it. He's going to sack that response to Scry. He knows what's on top. He's wondering if he wants to keep the card on top or not. Is that what's going on here? Definitely Scry regardless.
Yeah.
Wild Cantor. Yeah, so I thought he cut it and was relying on Lotus Cobra plus Dryad Arbor to get the infinite mana rather than just sacking a Wild Cantor repetitively with the body double Rebel Arc. So, Academy Rector triggers regardless. Little known something that people often overlook is that if you exile a Academy Rector in response to this trigger, it won't go find something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's not happening here, but yeah. if you verse it in the future, keep that in mind. Isaac doesn't find, failed to find. So perhaps he could have just found the pattern of rebirth and put it in play, and then it just has no target, or could he just physically not choose to find it?
He can choose to find it and put it onto the battlefield, but it goes straight to his graveyard.
What if he put it on Wolfie's mutable?
No, he doesn't have a legal target, so it doesn't need to be. It doesn't actually target anything. It just goes into play on something, but there's nothing to put it in play onto.
Well, there was Wolfie's mutable, so
which was a creature.
I'm not sure who.
Yeah,
Isaac would get the trigger if the mutable died, right? Because Isaac's enchantment.
Yes, that's
so
right.
Isaac probably should have put it on the mutable.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
The pattern of rebirth. Let's go.
And then. Isaac's drawing a Revelark here. That's a great card in this situation. Wolfie really wants to counterspell this.
No, it's the creature's controller. Okay, so he wouldn't want to put it onto the mutable.
Yeah, sure. Wolfie digging Francis, he's going to need something special, a bit of Revelark. Don't think he plays any control magic effects, so.
No.
I saw 2 lands and something. Was it something good? Man, this is grindy game.
Yeah,
so grindy. Grind Clock reprinted in M15. I've been watching the spoilers so close.
For anyone international, we've got a big GP coming up in Sydney, which is limited for M15 Seal.
Yeah, it's got to be massive.
So good.
Yeah.
Like, this is just looking like it's going to be one of the better limit formats in a long time. It looks really, really good.
Yeah, we've still got 70 cards to be spoiled, I believe.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, Mythic Spoiler is the website I use.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's overtaken MTD Salvation.
Oh, way more, because, they actual images for a start.
Yeah.
And if you follow them on Facebook, then every time there's a spoiler, it comes up in your feed.
Really?
So you can never miss them. Yeah.
Oh,
which is really good.
I should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have we got? Looking through his graveyard often means Snapcaster Mage.
Or Desperation.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he was checking if he'd gotten rid of his fetch targets. So he's digging with Misty Rainforest, and then he's going to look again with the top. I imagine that's what's going on here.
Yeah, that's right.
And he has no more targets for his Misty Rainforest? Unless he got the land out.
Paying enough to shuffle.
Once again, I've got to pay more attention. I keep looking at you.
Very handsome, man. Don't blame you.
Counterspell, it's too slow. Jason 1, Sculptor, it's going to trigger Revelark's leaves playability, so that's not going to get there.
No.
You might cast a Jason, just Brainstorm, and try and see the 3rd card down. It's pretty hopeful.
Yeah, I suppose in Desperation that might be using the option, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Wolfie wants... What's he need here? He's on 3, Isaac's on 1. He needs to...
I mean, he wants to get rid of the Revelark without it dying, basically.
If he could tap it.
Yeah.
Man, Isaac... Yeah. Revelark is probably one of the only cards that won this game.
He's got no way of room in the graveyard, so the Revelark is always going to go off. He's got some way of making him lose a life straight out, but I don't think he does.
No.
He's already lost his Mutavault, right?
No. It's hidden underneath the Dust Bowl there, I believe.
So all he has to do is get rid of the Revelark temporarily, and then he can attack with Mutavault.
Isaac's asking him to pay before he brainstorms. It's reasonable. Goes back to Zalazar's comment on speed magic. Just people playing, like, what's it called? Super hasty haste from Unhinged, where you just cast it without paying its mana. It's so fast that it attacks before you even pay for it. Isaac, what's it? He's got Woodfall Primus on top of his deck.
I don't think it's twiddle, mate.
Isaac's got this.
Yeah, Wolfie's ready to concede as soon as Isaac attacks.
Wolfie's generally a scooper.
He's absolutely not a scooper.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, definitely not a scooper. Scooper in regular, but not in competitive.
Right. I can't see what that is. Some discard spell, maybe. Or a dude. Is it the wild?
It looks like a top to me.
Oh, it's his own top. Yeah. So Wolfie's got top and Mind Sculptor. Isaac used to have Mind Sculptor, now he's got top. It's like, yeah, you can tell what the good cards are, eh? Bam. Snapcaster Mage, Diabolic Edict. Alright, so
Gotta do what you gotta
still
do.
hanging in there. Yeah, I mean, like, Wolfie can bounce one of these that Isaac gets back. Oh no, body double, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's probably over here.
Thratos still in his graveyard as well?
Well, Isaac can just loop,
Yes.
loop body double Reveluck and get all these guys.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You can't win on the spot though. I don't think. The Academy Rector got exiled, so he can't get power.
Yeah, that's the one he needed.
Yeah. He can scry infinitely and set up his top of his deck.
Just find the card he needs.
Yeah.
But what does he need? I mean,
Well, Stone Fortristic can go get Clamp, and then he could draw some cards. So he can scry. Does he have infinite mana?
it's going to get infinite now.
So did he have Wild Cantor? Oh, Wild Cantor was in his graveyard? I can't
That
remember.
was on top of his library.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one.
Lotus Cobra. No, that wouldn't
Lotus
get
Cobra
infinite
doesn't
mana.
do it.
Not without Dried Arbor anyway. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so he has got the Cantor.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so infinite mana. He can draw his whole deck with Skull Clamp, and then he'll be able to Woodfall Primus all of Wilfie's lands and permanents. Non-creature permanents. Yeah, so Isaac's got this. Now we should scoop, unless the viewers want to see Isaac go off. Jahi Koi, or however you pronounce that, has informed me that the mechanic was Super Haste.
That's our good friend Tim Hughes.
Ah, Timmy boy.
There's that wild Cantor.
Yeah. I first learned what a Cantor was from Diablo 2. It's a random minion in like Act 3, I think.
And what does it do in Diablo 2?
It's just like a shaman dude who like heals your enemies and like casts lightning and shit on you. So
I believe it's a singer as well.
oh really?
Like,
I suppose Cantor. No, that's a horse movement technique.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm on about. Okay.
Alright, so Isaac's taking that game.
Yeah, 1-1.
Going to move on
Bring
to
it back.
game 3. Coming back to us back in the booth now.
So the critical factor there was Isaac had some sick 2-cost threats
Yeah, exactly.
that had to be answered, like Stoneforge, Bitter Blossom, Sylvan Library, and Wolfie
Just couldn't keep up with it.
tempered out
Yeah.
by those 3 cards.
I mean, Wolfie's
in
only going to
combination.
beat this. He's going to win these games by either having being able to respond to Isaac in anything that he does until Isaac runs out of things to do, or Isaac's going to concede because he can see that he's not going to be able to get stuff out in time. So in that game in particular, Wolfie just at no point was on top. Like he was level, but he just never seemed to be winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or the Bitter Blossom turn 2 unanswered
Yeah, very, very hard.
really set it up, like snowball effect, I guess.
Like I could see the thought process going through Wilfie on, how can I best extract value from the cards that I have? Trying to get that the Pernicious Deed out, and then trying to get max value out of that.
Wolfie missing his 4th land drop was
Very,
pretty
very
harsh.
hard. Yeah. And this is, and I mean, like all control decks, this is a time when you never want to miss a land drop. You want to be hitting every single one, and you want to be using as much mana as you can as well.
I don't know how many lands Wolfie plays. Surely it's like 25.
I think it might even be 26. Like, it's a lot. Yeah, between all of the man lands as well. Yeah, absolutely. All right, you want to go back to the
Scotty
game?
likes my hat. Yes, let's go back. If they're ready already. Unless Isaac taking out the divert when he's on the play. I'm on the draw. We'll see. Alright, Willie leaves his birthday present, Windswept Heath. Isaac gonna beat that with some carrion feeder. Now, top. Interesting. So he chose top over carrion feeder, which means he's probably digging for lands.
That's right.
That's what I imagine is going on there. He's got a Bloodstained Mire in hand, but probably no 3rd land drop.
Yep. That's the card you want when you haven't got a 3rd land drop.
So that Windswept Heath is going to find a Bayou, I imagine, unless Wolfie's got Cryptic Command in hand, which he may not even play.
Mm-hmm.
He does play? Okay.
Cryptic Command?
Mm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Isaac draws Willful Promise. That's not going to come down for a long time unless we see a flash in these top 3 cards.
Not so bad. Find a flash and he wins. Easy peasy. Carrying feeder?
Right out the carrying feeder. Fetching. Wolfie's happy to let the carrying feeder resolve.
Yeah, underground sea.
Yeah. Okay. Water Grove tapped past turn. So I believe I saw an Abrupt Decay or a Golgari Charm from Wolfie, so he's won't be able to cast it this turn.
Not wearing a hat, that's right. It's a work day. No hats on work days, only on weekends.
Is it the same rule for drinking? Or so Isaac's got Flash and Willful Promise in hand. Did he just draw that Flash? That's a huge draw. If Wolfie cracks his fetch, surprise. So Isaac's upkeep. Yeah, so if Wolfie cracks his fetch into turn, Isaac probably goes for it.
Yeah,
Isaac,
sounds good.
Wolfie doesn't crack the fetch. So I'm not sure whether that was a choice or whether he's just saving it for brainstorm or something. I'm a bit lost. Where are we right now?
I think right now we're at the end of Isaac's turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
End
End of Wolfie's turn. Isaac on action. I mean, yeah, beg your pardon.
All right, smash him with
Dash
the
in.
feeder.
Let's get serious.
Yeah. Okay, Isaac's got a bit of Blossom in hand. That could draw the counter spell enough for him to sneak in the flash. We'll see. Or Wolfie will use his Golgari Charm / Abrupt Decay to kill this, regardless of which one it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Isaac doesn't have the 4th land to capitalise on this point where Wolfie may be tapped low, answering the Bitter Blossom. He's still at 2 Marrigan though.
Okay.
Yeah. Once again, 5 lands to 3. Land. Ooh. Just more threats in clan. So Wolfie will surely have the answer for one of these 2 cards, either the Carrying Feet or the Skull
he's
Clan.
got to, right?
He's got a proxy there, so that could be Mana Drain or Acol, both huge. Catch. So he could respond with an Acol to draw a better counterspell, or he's just gonna, we'll see.
I mean, that just has so much, right?
Yeah.
That's what we keep on saying.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether to be proactive with my commentary or reactive.
Yeah.
I think proactive commentary it's a bit more pro.
Well, I mean, you certainly know these decks. You should feel free.
Yeah. All right, Viscera Seer.
He's got options.
The sacrifice threats.
Yeah.
As a Putrefy from Wolfie, so versatile.
The Seer costs 1 as well, or costs 2?
Viscera Seer?
Yeah.
It costs 1.
Cool. So Wolfie can still always board wipe for 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he gets his
Crime
Acol
for
or
1.
Deed or
Deed for 1.
Crime.
Yeah. Or EE.
So
We got the drops.
not breeding pool. What does that mean? He's going to cast something now?
Or he has Breeding Pool in his hands.
It's just going to cycle
Yeah.
in this calc. It's fine. He's drawn another proxy. That's Acol.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has Acol and Mana Drain in hand.
That has the...
It's going to be this. I'm not sure what Isaac's going to do to get out of this. There's the Acol.
5-point hand.
1, 2. It's just like in the GP where the guy wrote down, "This is not going very well."
Yeah, my boy Russ Cutting.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah. He did
Can't wait to see that guy on the weekend in
Yeah.
Adelaide.
He's so gassed.
Yeah, he's just finishing exams. He'll be pumped. So I'm looking forward to a party weekend. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, at GP Brisbane when he was playing Tron, he was writing his life out on a piece of paper, tore off the paper, threw it on the ground, and then wrote "I'm effed" on the page underneath it.
I actually woke up this morning and I've got like a mural on my wall, and there's a card that I've blue tacked to the wall, and it's like Russell Cutting's little drawing that he's drawn. It's like spinning iguana or something like that. And they're like, yeah. And then I thought of Adelaide, it's all connected. It's like, yeah. So, I was like, goes for the flash, just cause.
Russ Cutting, speak of the devil.
Hey, man.
I should have known when you had a French name. You're a beautiful man.
Spell snare for the flash, so that Wolf of Promise is staying in Isaac's hand. Brick City reminds me about when Isaac used to play Cragwick Cremator and Emrakul combo in Modern. Just Emrakul stuck in his hand all day. Yeah, you get. I'm just talking tangents, like because I'm dismissing Isaac's game, but Thrun could change things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's even protected by an edict effect by the Viscera Seer. Untap, draw, Revelark in hand, another must counter threat. In they come. Wolfie down to Math, 7.
5/7, yeah.
And Jace as well. Some premium threats from Isaac.
Now we get serious.
Revelark down. No.
Yeah.
Trigger Mage. Clamp's already gone, so.
He's already got his top, right?
So Wolfie evasive action it. I think he's happy just to get that out of there before Isaac can start paying for the cost.
Yeah, if Wolfie might just have a hand of counters as well.
Yeah.
You just want to counter everything when you got a lot of them.
And he's out to throw as an easy effect, so he eventually has to make Isaac get rid of all these guys. Game on life.
Yep.
Precious. Isaac untap. Beats him with the Thrun. Wolfie down to 3. So it's a scary life total for Wolfie. Considering he's got 2 fetch lands in play, kind of locks him out of a bit of his mana. Okay, mana drain on the Revelark. So Wolfie's not short on mana the next turn, that's for sure. Got a comment from chat from Scotty. Launched during a Hearthstone tournament, a renowned trolling streamer. Mid-tournament after he won the game, put on sunglasses. Wrecked. Jason Mind Sculptor. You don't see like that much. Oh, you do see a bit of bad manners
in Hearthstone.
In Magic. Not so much in
Yeah.
Highlander. Everyone in Highlander's pretty cool.
Yeah, because like it's like a pretty small community as well, so you're gonna get outed pretty quickly if you end up being very nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely you see bad manners.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Yeah. I know you gotta have like a bit of bad manners is exciting, I reckon.
Yeah, sure. I mean, some people are good about having bad manners as well. There's like different ways to take bad manners.
So Wolfie did manage to fight through Isaac's creatures to eat to the Thrun, but down comes more premium threats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeez.
And this,
how's this happening?
I mean, this is a really, really bad card for Wolfie. It's probably worse for him than Thrun.
Jace. Yeah. I would say so.
Like for inevitability, you know, Thrun he's got so many ways of dealing with.
Mystical Teachings. So Snapcaster Mage for A-Call is one option.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty good.
What are the other flash cards in Wolfie's deck? V-Click, Teferian board, or Teferian main?
Teferian board.
Yep.
And V-Click are the only flash.
No Venser?
No Venser.
Okay. There's a Snapcaster.
But plenty of instants, obviously. A-Call.
A-Call. This is all in Wolfie's turn, because Isaac's got the voice.
Joss Tray. There we go.
It's a mana leak was one of them, that's not very good. Any counter spell Wolfie draws are going to be pretty dead until he has a rule for that voice. Wolfie's on 2. He's in bad shape.
Yeah.
Isaac can bounce the Snapcaster, bash him with a voice. Wolfie's forced to cast the Snapcaster and block. We're giving Isaac a token.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac chooses the Brainstorm instead. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he did that, actually. Why would you do that?
I'm not in the right headspace to theorize, which is probably means I should get out of the booth. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm here. Look at that grit. So many cards. Obviously, 2 of them are bound for the top of his library. Oh no, it's a graveyard. Oh my god.
So what are you talking about?
It's like I can totally use this commentary in my portfolio to apply for Wizards commentary. Man, me before, I was just completely dismissing Isaac in this game. I suppose that's what happened when you haven't got a clock.
Yeah.
Healthy.
Absolutely.
Have you found that at all? This deck really wants some just to be able to close games when you're ahead.
Yeah, like you're talking about Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, every game that I've played with it so far, I've played the same strategy of just attrition, just wear my opponent down and then win that way. So it's pretty hard to know when you're ahead. That's the other big thing.
So
Sylvan Library.
it seems like Isaac would have got more value by bouncing the Snapcaster, but we'll see.
Yeah, so more so than in my previous decks, it's really hard to know in this deck when you're ahead unless your opponent has no cards in hand. Because you basically just need to be keeping up threats and answers for everything all the time.
Yeah. Because hey, that's my man Brett. What's going on, Lodge? Yeah, having a good evening, just chilling out, watching some Highlander in the other room. This will be the only Highlander match for tonight.
No, there's going to be one more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, later on. Are you going to be playing it all tonight?
I think I'm just going to be playing some modern testing for
Not
PvP this weekend. Oh, maybe. Why not? We'll see. There's got heaps of guys in the house, so no shortage of players.
Yeah, I was surprised how many people were here when we came.
Yeah. It's building.
Wolfie playing some kind of threat.
There's that Woodfall Primus still floating around. He could come down and spoil someone's day.
Yeah, this is SJB commentating with Mulch.
Yeah. Sammy. Acronyms and Magic players. It's a thing.
I've always been SJB before I started playing Magic.
Yeah. My world's acronyms at work.
Yeah.
Crit command. So he does play it.
Yeah.
Was that tapping Isaac's guys giving him a token? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Did Isaac even get a token?
Yeah, that's the token there, right?
No. Oh, Voice is not even in play. So.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess we're just waiting it out now until Isaac eventually overwhelms him. But I'm not in any position to call the match.
No.
After my...
Well, that's what's in Wolfie's hand.
1, 2. Check 1, 2. This is game 3, so we're still going to have another game after this, regardless of the result.
Mm-hmm.
Turn of Witness. That's I don't know, DCI F&M version. Get back front.
Now we're going to apply some pressure.
Yeah. Wolfie's not tactic deluging to get back in this with 1 life.
Soulforge Mystic coming out now.
I was just thinking, like, control decks in standard are very good. It's great. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then in modern, they're less prevalent.
Right now, particularly, yeah. That red, white, blue deck is probably the only one, right?
Yeah,
that's not that good.
That's the only one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
There may be others. And
you can play Jund as a control deck, I guess, but it's not great.
Yeah, and in Highlander, they're probably even less scarce.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm getting at is the larger the card pool, the more varied threats there are, therefore harder to play control, therefore less control decks.
It's very interesting you say that, because I read an article by LSV about a year ago, where he was saying that whenever standard rotates, the last decks he looks at is control decks, because when they're in a smaller card pool, that's when aggro decks are better, because Wizards is forced to print a sufficient number of creatures in order to make aggro work.
Okay.
But that's just what he said. I don't know.
Yeah. So Isaac eventually taking
Obviously winning that.
taking game 3.
That was going to be pretty hard for Wilfie to fight through.
Yeah.
Coming back in now?
I'm so sorry.
So that's cool.
Awesome.
Alright, back in the booth. SJB, Sammy Brent, with my man Luke Mulcahy, the Mulch Man.
Spirit fingers.
So Isaac's up 2-1 now.
He is.
And we're going to be moving into game 4.
It smells so bad.
Breathing through my mouth.
Maybe you just have to put up with like a bit more noise on the stream as I open the door.
So we're going to be going into game 4 now. What do you think Wilfie is thinking right now?
Wilfie's thinking Isaac has some premium threats on doors.
It's been closed.
So Wilfie's thinking Isaac's got some premium threats, and he just wants to mulligan aggressively into a counterspell. Probably.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, like the removal is pretty bad against a lot of Isaac's threats, like Bitter Blossom, Sylvan Library, Skull Clamp, Planeswalkers.
Rebel Life Body Double, like other things that actually do things when they die as well.
And Wilfie's
Academy Rector.
Wilfie's Edict effects are a necessary evil against like Thrun, but they can also be quite efficient because Isaac's got so many one-cost creatures.
Yeah, that's right.
So
he's got a lot of options.
Isaac's either going to be a head-on mana or parity of mana against Wilfie's edicts. So
yeah, I mean, this is probably as close to a 50-50 game as you could find. Like it's
a good matchup.
Yeah, it's a really interesting matchup.
Yeah, we're fortunate that two fellows of the crew were both paired against each other. So
that's
right. Tonight.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
Yeah. I'm admiring this colourful mess. Yeah.
It's very pretty.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, makes me want to make a trog door out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course. And then the countryside. So, what's Isaac got to do in order to seal the match right now?
He's got to resolve one of his scary threats, basically.
Yeah. He's not trying to combo anymore.
He could have Flash plus the threat, and get Wilfie when he goes to crack and fetch. Or maybe Wilfie is forced to tap out for a Planeswalker.
Yeah, sure.
And then Isaac can get the Flash in there. Isaac can't go off instant speed.
Yeah, sure.
But he can set up the Body Dark Rebel like a loop, which is probably enough to win the game.
Alright, so here we go. Wilfie starting off with a burning counter.
So Isaac's hand consists of Green Sun Zenith, other cards.
Flooded Strand.
This is going to be a Dryad Arbor here.
Yep. It's a nice little start.
Green Sun Zenith Dryad Arbor is interesting in Highlander because, like in Legacy, you have 4 Green Sun Zeniths. So in Highlander, it's like higher chance of less chance to draw the Green Sun Zenith, so like less reason to play the Dryad Arbor. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
Yeah, you still have to fetch lands, and generally, if the deck's got Birthing Pod and Skull Clamp, it's probably going to play the Dryad Arbor. Will be land go. I can see the Abrupt Decay in his hand again.
Yeah. Some good cards actually.
Yeah. Isaac's got Protean Hulk in hand. Can't see the Flash. So there's one of the premium threats I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Isaac, Wilkie really wants to counterspell here.
And they're really good turn 2 play as well. Like, really good.
In response,
yeah,
Golgari Charms, Isaac floats.
Floats green.
There's just no downside to floating with the loss of mana burn.
Absolutely.
That was a long time ago. But often I see players not float, even though they don't have to. But I just think it's a good habit.
Yeah.
And then Isaac runs out an Acorn. I mean, Wilkie runs out Acorn in his main phase. 1, 2, 3. Surely you're going to print it off something sweet.
What, Ancestral?
Yeah, I don't know, like anything.
Maybe, mine just says Acorn. Yeah.
Or just like a self-portrait of his.
We should make him one,
Yeah, or just like get his credit card.
Alright.
Yeah. So, not getting much value out of those edicts.
No.
Isaac's had a very good sideboard decisions.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's made his sideboard very well. Look, there's Bitter Blossom.
This is going to be very hard for Wilfie.
Yeah. Next claim.
That's very good.
Nice. Yeah, so I guess lots of Wolfie's answers are narrow. They're efficient, like cheap, but they may not necessarily match up well against the threats, which is a classic dilemma. And Wolfie kind of has to hope that he has the right ones. Garrick Relentless gets there.
Good card.
Yeah.
Very, very powerful
I
card.
like how Wizards has slowly transitioned Garrick, to what he is now.
Yeah.
Apex Predator from N15, lots of flavour.
You mean uncastable?
Oh no, that's castable.
7 mana?
Yeah, if you can cast it at an Aetherling and hold up mana, or if you can cast an Elspeth, then you can cast the Garrick.
Nah.
So because the Garrick Relentless flipped, it becomes a 0 converted mana cost, which Abrupt Decay can kill. Which is a cool little factor that Isaac didn't even hesitate to think about. Kitchen Finks, another removal resistant threat. Wolfie's got Snapcaster Mage for A-Call if he wants it. It's definitely not going to be for Innocent Blood.
No. How much I know.
Yeah. Wolfie's on a healthy enough life total that he can just go for the value play and draw those cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it immediately, so Isaac has no graveyard shenanigans. Wolfie needs to draw his land as well, perhaps. I think I saw an Engineered Explosives in his hand. He's got drops.
Double casting A-Call is so good. So good.
Correct.
Ugh. You feel sick when you do it, like you need to shower.
So dirty.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's basically the best thing you can do in Magic. Is double cast an A-Call.
Does that happen in Vintage? Is Snapcaster Mage even played in Vintage?
Yeah, it's played. Usually not more than maybe a 1 or a 2 off, but yeah, it's absolutely played.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I would say
particularly
in
in,
Highlander it could be that happens most in Highlander of any form.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bash block. Guarantee life. Okay, what you got, Wolfie? You got cards.
Question in the chat on what Kurgan is. So just to repeat from earlier, Kurgan is a black, blue, green control deck. It's probably the premier control deck of the Highlander format.
Yeah, basically
Abrupt Decay.
lots of cheap removal and counter spells, so you can keep up with your opponent, and then you refill your hand with Ancestral Recall or Merchant Scroll to tutor for it, or Mystical Teachings to tutor for it, like we just saw.
Or Visions as well.
Yeah, and Ancestral Vision if you were lucky enough to suspend it early. And then you just eventually grind out card advantage and then slam a Planeswalker.
Yep.
That's a strategy.
And then attack with lands.
Whoa, that's a powerful combination.
Yes.
Run with Pattern of Rebirth.
Not bad. Wolfie reading the card.
He's definitely not racing that. So Wolfie's going to have to deal with a Protean Hulk or a Wolfel Primus. Protean Hulk's in Isaac's hand, so Wolfel Primus is what Isaac's going to get. Wolfie doesn't know that the Protean Hulk's in Isaac's hand. Wolfie has bounce, so I mean, if he deals with this, he can still bounce Isaac's threat that he chooses for.
So he's going to get his teachings.
Flashback.
Yeah, can't get counter. Oh,
No, an edict.
he's going to play right into it.
Yeah. Just,
No time like the present, says Wolfie E. Horrick.
I suppose like a Thrag Tusk from Wolfie would be a way to race.
Yeah.
But he hasn't got it, so he's going to have to try and answer
Those
this.
have a lot of cards, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cards.
Tap, tap. Merchant Scroll, War cards. Stifle. Oh, sick. That's a new edition.
Yeah,
that wasn't in
that's
there
the
before.
conspiracy one.
Is that in his board? Or is it his name?
That is in the board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Yeah, very powerful against Isaac. Isaac has lots of strong triggers. Academy Rector, Pattern of Rebirth, Protean Hulk. Yeah.
And Stifling the Trigger. Very good play by Wolfie there.
Yeah.
Really well thought out.
This has been an excellent game. Lots of very powerful plays.
Very
Two powerful
cool.
wizards.
Yeah. I see Isaac more of a conjurer.
Oh, really?
Wolfie and
Conjurer
a
of cheap
juror.
tricks. And Wolfie's more of a...
You think he's a sorcerer? An Abjura?
No, he's a little...
Prestidigitator?
Isn't he a little druid?
Oh, he is a little druid.
What'd you say, Prestidigitator?
Prestidigitator.
What is that?
Someone who does, like, show tricks. Sparks and things.
Oh, like
Prestidigitation.
Prestige? Is that...
Sure, I probably
are they related? Yeah. Not a bad movie, not a bad thing.
Good film.
4-mana Mind Sculptor. Yes, called it. 1, 2, 3.
So the mana leak there.
Indeed, as well. Indeed. Indeedly do. More lands. I like these fast hands from these two guys.
Yeah.
There's that Hulk sitting in the hand. How's the Hulk from Brazil, eh?
Yeah.
World Cup. Fucking Brazilians and their single word names.
It's
Just...
It's awesome.
it's awesome. I don't know if his dad named him just Hulk or whether it was...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. He's like forced to make it, like, to work out for his whole
life. Let's go play it to the name. Like somebody, Sam Baker, doesn't have a choice.
Thrun's back, so Thrun the second last troll.
Yes, apparently.
The repetitive troll? Double troll. I'm stretching it. So Wolfie's already cast Innocent Blood, Diabolic Edict. He hasn't cast Devour Flesh yet. He's already cast Snapcaster. So how many Edict effects does he have? He's still got Devour Flesh in his deck.
He's got Devour Flesh. And then he's got plenty of flat board wipes.
Yeah, that's true. He's got the Deed. He might be able to get Isaac low on mana enough that he can't regen the troll.
Deed or the Toxic Deluge he could have.
Yep, he's still on high enough life total. Yep.
He's got plenty of things in the play.
Might be able to race with Cryptic.
Thrun is not nearly as powerful as it is against a lot of other decks.
Because of the number of edicts?
Yeah, the number of just flat board life.
Thrun's almost a auto win against like the blue-red moon decks.
Oh yeah, and in my old deck, there you go, Toxic Deluge. Yeah, in my old deck, the blue-white control Thrun was like just amazing if I didn't have Motown.
Yeah. I thought you said Motown.
Yeah, the old Motown boy.
But you said Moat out, right? Yeah. Motown. Toxic Deluge, that's from Commander 2013. Looking forward to the next Commander set. There's always some sweet little Highlander only
tricks.
cards.
Yeah. What's that little white weenie you added to your deck? The
Council's Judgment.
No. There's a weenie from the previous one. Like Master. It's like a Kung Fu guy on it.
Oh, Serene Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sideboard only. He's like just a roadblock for Zoo.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, more card advantage. Oh, the mana leak is relevant, even with this much mana.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we're probably going to see like a Protean Hulk from Isaac 2, which will get bounced by James the Mind Sculptor, so maybe not. Okay. Ooh, or maybe it won't get bounced with Jason Mind Sculptor. If that Hulk resolves, it's over, but that's a miscalculation in top of his hand, which will be able to hit it.
There we go.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay.
Don't let him have anything of it.
Man, all these situational counter spells.
Yeah, just finding their home.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Mental misstep. Deed.
How much discard does Isaac play?
All 3 dits.
Yeah? Okay.
Dress, Inquisition, Thoughtseize.
So Wolfie needs to keep things on top of his library. He needs to be typing things where possible.
Yes, but he hasn't got instant speed draw in his hand, so he can't exactly, put a counter spell on top.
No, I get that, sure.
But you mean like a Planeswalker?
Yeah, if there's something he really doesn't want to lose.
Yeah, that's a good factor. So what happened there? Isaac patched him with Exalted and Wolfie traded.
This evasive action he's just picked up. Very good card.
Decisive action. Down comes Woodfall Promise. Miscalculation. No, already been cast.
The evasive action.
Evasive action. Yep. Mana drain.
Drain it. Big money.
At 8th mana, can Wolfie dump his hand?
Well, let's do it.
Absolutely not. He's fetching.
So Isaac's obviously just gone for. Let's just try this out. See what happens.
Yeah, I mean he's got to resolve something. That's his plan. Just throw mud and hopefully something sticks. Like the Protean Hulk's his next threat. Come down.
And he can always body double now, right?
Has he got body double?
No, but if he draws it, that's just as good.
Yeah, yep.
So it's actually not so bad. Protean Hulk being in the graveyard, much better there than exiled or something.
Yes. So Wolfie's got a clock now, Tar Pit and a V-Click. Wolfie probably happy to let Isaac have both those. Maybe not the Stoneforge. Like Stoneforge gets Jide. This is going to get it back evasive action.
Yeah. Okay. Strong card.
It's a nice find if you're going through Gatherer looking for counter spells. Like,
Mm.
oh, yeah, I can try that out.
It's basically Metallic.
Yeah. Ancestral Visions. Wolfie's content with his hand size.
Yeah, Wolfie's in a very good position now.
Hey, I'm not saying anything. I said it last time.
Yeah. Wolfie knows too.
There's Duress, Dit,
Mister.
paying the blue.
Yeah.
So
Why not?
Very rare that you see the blue paid.
With all that mana.
Yeah. All that power.
Spell Snap. Wolfie.
Would Wolfie play the new Garrick? It's 7 mana?
Seven
No,
mana?
it's 7 mana. There's no way you would.
I never, I'm a limited player, first and foremost, and I just never count on having 7 mana.
I do.
You're insane.
Hey, with that level of power from that card.
It is an incredibly powerful card, but there are a lot of powerful cards that you can't cast. Ashen Rider is a great card too, but you can't cast it.
Well, Elspeth's a powerful card.
Elspeth's a powerful card, but it's one colour.
Yeah.
It's also more powerful, just by the way. Elspeth is better. 3/1/1 is better than 1/3.
Yeah. Alright, so what's the scenario here? Wolfie's just gonna kill Isaac.
Just gonna win, yeah.
Isaac's on 25. Is he still on 25? Did Isaac just beat down with something? I mean, Wolfie just beat down something. Here they come.
No, Isaac's going down to 8.
Alright, that's more like it. Yeah. So we can actually manipulate the life totals from our end. So if we notice a discrepancy, we can
Sure.
get on it. Yeah. So Isaac's got little dudes, and Wolfie's got a whole house in his hand.
Wolfie's still got 7 cards, something close to that. 5 or something. Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is a really tough position for Isaac. He needs to. What ways he can win? Body double without Wolfie countering it. Is that it?
Yep.
This is a Viscera series in play, right?
It is, yeah. So if he draws body double, he can.
Or Revel Arc? Will that do anything?
Loop his shit. Revel Arc has already been dealt with.
Really? Okay.
Was that this game?
I think it was the last game. So he could Revel Arc, sacking it, bring back the Protean Hulk. Can you bring a Protean Hulk from Revel Arc? Yeah.
No.
Too expensive?
Revel Arc only brings back power 2 or less creatures.
Oh, okay, sure.
Alright, that's the game.
Yeah.
So
we're going to go to game 5. So
it's a good one.
Coming up about the time of the night where Mulch farts again. Coming back into the booth now.
Yeah.
Oh, look
at that smile. Smile even when he's losing.
He just loves playing Highlander.
Yeah, it's
Who
good.
doesn't?
It's good. That's the standard reaction.
There he is. What a handsome man. So, when did you start playing Highlander?
I'm just laughing at Wolfie. Jeez, I played Highlander back when I was still living in Geelong, so in high school. I was playing Highlander in high school.
That's remarkable.
So, I don't know, 8 years ago or something?
Yeah, sure. Only, I think, about 1.5 for me. Yeah,
really?
I remember my very first foray into Highlander. I had a friend who played, and it looked like a lot of fun. So I went online and looked for decks, and I found one that I really liked by Luke Mulcahy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thought, this is good.
my weenie.
Yeah,
of course you played it. Yeah,
I thought, okay, well I can build this. I've got most of these cards anyway, because I already played Legacy, and I always liked White Weenie. Yeah, and that got me into it. And it's just the best format. It's the best constructed format there is. I don't think there's anything comes close.
I like it the most, yeah. It's got like a high barrier to entry.
Of course.
Because
but with a 75 proxy league, it's a very low barrier to entry.
That's true. Yeah.
Certainly the complexity level is extremely high. You feel physically exhausted after 5 games.
Yes.
Like, just drained.
Yeah. I should go and promptly ask them if they're up for some games after this match.
Yeah.
I'll probably get slapped or something. Yeah.
It's really fun. Alright, we're going to go back to the game now. So going into game 5. This is, for all the marbles.
Yeah. Isaac got to play. I'm going to call it again. He has to jam a huge threat turn 2. But that's what happened last game.
Mm-hmm.
And So what's the factor? Like,
Yeah,
I'm making these predictions.
No, they both know what they need to do. I mean, it's going to be more up to Wilfie about whether he has answers than up to Isaac.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're just going to say Wilfie's narrow, cheap answers have to match up with Isaac's correct.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. And Wilfie needs to get, I think, at least 1 2 for 1. He needs to get some form of card advantage if he wants to win this.
Yeah. Well, Acor can make up for whatever.
Yeah, of course, but like
card advantage he falls behind.
But he wants to be removing 2 creatures for 1. He wants to be drawing multiple cards a few times. Like there's a few things in this.
Bam. So here's that ancient tune that we're talking about in game 1, and this is why Isaac plays it.
Yep.
Turn 2, 4-drop Planeswalker.
Very strong.
Jeez. So what's Wilfie going to do? He needs to... I don't know. Maybe somehow get the Garrick to flip, and then he can deed away all of them. Deed doesn't hit Planeswalkers, so...
No.
Jeez, this is going to be tough for Wilfie.
Yeah, what can he fly through the Garrick? He can damage it, but that's a very tough ask.
Maybe bash it with a V-Click?
I guess.
And then, like, E the tokens away?
But he's a few turns away.
Yeah.
I suppose if he can keep on removing the tokens, then the Garrick can't tick up at any point.
Well, Garrick can't tick up anyway, right?
Well, it can when it flips.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay, so maybe if you can hit the Garrick and flip it, then you can Abrupticate it or E it. So.
Oh, that's a very good point. Yeah, Abrupticate's a good answer.
That interaction happened last round.
Yeah.
Last game.
Oh, sure.
So they're playing.
I was too busy thinking about sausages.
Despite the different strategies of the 2 decks, they have lots of similar cards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Garrick Relentless, Jason Mind Sculptor, Sensei's Divining Top.
Yeah, I mean these
all
are
mutual.
They're the cornerstones of Highlander and these colours, right?
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah. Brainstorm.
A question in the chat: when's the next Highlander League going to start? So if the last league is anything to go by, it'll be within a month of this one finishing, right? Probably within 3 weeks. We didn't have a very long break from memory.
It didn't feel that long at all, no.
Yeah.
Depends if, like, from the end of top 8 to the start of the second league, yeah, it's probably like a month wait.
Yeah, sure. And we're looking to have top 8 next Friday at this point.
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah. Just before the pre-release.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay, so I know I can't give an official date, but I'm imagining, I don't know, early August. One of the first weekends in August.
And Ian Chin.
Get smart. Who's Get Smart again?
That's Paddy.
That's Paddy.
Chatting from the other room.
Thron plus Garrick.
Kartik Robertson. Alright, what have we got here?
Man,
the split card in his hand is most likely Crime and Punishment. We'll put that up on the stream for you. It's actually amazing.
That kills a flipped Garrick.
It's very, very good. Alright. Oh, this is not going to work.
It doesn't kill Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a bit like Deed.
Yeah, so the punishment side is the interesting one.
Yeah.
It's X black green and it kills artifacts, creatures, and enchantments for X.
And
so the only thing different from X is from Deed is that Deed does it X and lower.
Okay.
And punishment is only X.
So this is more like engineered explosives, but
no, Watson not far away because that is not in the deck anymore.
Isaac's got a dominating board position. I can't really. Wolfie has to get an insane combination of plays here to pull out of this.
Yeah.
So maybe like V-Click end of this turn, and then I can imagine him getting there.
Yeah, sure.
Barring, pod.
Oh, now we're talking.
That's got to be counterspelled.
Yeah, you got to do something about that.
If V-Click is in Wolfie's hand, it's waiting a turn, which is going to cost Wolfie another, 6, 7, 8 life. Wolfie's thinking he let it resolve. So V-Click's coming down this turn.
There we go. Question in the chat: I absolutely am not a claim jumper. Ray Barker is the claim jumper.
Clam
jumper.
Clam jammer?
Clam jammer. You're the clam jammer from now on.
Alright, so Wolfie, I know he had Mana Link in hand. He chose not to Mana Link it. Instead, he was digging the Brainstorm. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a control player. Okay, fetch. Top. Not using the mana vault. Instead casting Ancestral Regal. 3 cards.
Yep, let's
One,
do it. Who
2,
does?
3.
Right.
None of those kill a Garrick Relentless. Or a pod.
He's really digging here. He's under an immense amount of pressure.
Doug Trio. 3 cards. Yeah. All right, I'm calling it. I'm going to give it a shot. I got my confidence back.
Yeah.
Isaac's
He's going to win this game.
Yeah. Despite Wolfie's considerable hand.
I really like how Isaac puts these tournaments together so he can win his own Moxon back. It's very good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the Adelaide Highlander that we recently played, Isaac won.
It was you two.
Yeah. So
the deck is obviously good. Yeah.
One of the pointless founders,
Mm.
and look, here he is. Yeah.
To be fair, he's pretty good at Magic.
He is.
Yeah,
I think he had like a world's top 10.
That's right.
Yeah, that's like his best result. So, respect. And love. Mm-hmm. Oh, what do I got here? Pernicious Deed. Isaac.
Just gonna read that out? Oh, okay. Artifacts, creatures, and enchantments, my friend.
Yeah, Thrun will be able to regenerate, and Garrick will live through this.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's on 12, soon to be 8, 9, 10, 11 it could be. So if he's goes to 1 on Isaac's next turn, at the lowest.
Like some intel from Ray Barker in the chat that he came 9th at Worlds, not 10th. Isaac Egan.
Nice. From Paddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually Ray at home.
Yeah.
On Paddy's computer.
Came 9th.
Yeah.
So it was like a huge orgy.
Yeah.
He outlasted them all. Okay.
What's he trying there?
That's an Academy Rector.
Mm.
Wrecked her. I hardly even knew her.
Oh, Luke. You're going to make a terrible bad one there.
Alright. Win.
So let's think about what Wilfie has to do here. So he's cleared up a lot of the board, but that birthing pod is just going to put Isaac back in the game straight away. So we've got to find our way through the pod, and he's got to get rid of the Garrick before he can do anything about Isaac's life total, right?
Yeah, it's like Wolfie needs Hidetsugu's second right.
There's a rector.
Which he can't
He can't pod now, but he can next turn, obviously. He could also fight it with the Garrick.
Yes.
Is another option.
Yeah.
It is a 2-2, right?
It's a 1-2.
The rector's a 1-2.
It is, yeah.
So fragile.
Yes. It would be so much better if it was a 1-1.
Yeah, it would be
Oh,
amazing.
man. Yeah. Top. Diving top. Diving topless.
One of your favourites?
Yeah. So Isaac's third last turn before he wins. Thinking, how will I win? Go, Winmon. Use your win attack. Win.
Oh, look at the concentration.
Yeah. Doesn't want to be.
I can't remember a time I saw Isaac that he wasn't wearing that jumper. Thoughts? Big fan of the Hollister jumper.
Yeah, I agree. I have some Hollister sandals. The blue ink in them run off of my feet.
Okay, master of commentary.
Well, I mean, what else is there to say? Isaac's got friggin',
Isaac is going to win this game.
Yeah.
Wolfie's going to hold on with dear life, and then he's going to go X1.
Wolfie made the top 8. Well, both these guys made the top 8 of the last MHL.
That's right.
Melbourne Highlander League. Is
yeah.
it too early to be giving it an acronym?
No, MHL's good.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, we've called it MHL on the string.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like what's the StarCraft League called?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Okay, that's stuff M has 3 letters. Anyway, and so both of these guys are going to get another shot at the glory.
That's right.
Alex Keach took down the last.
That's correct. I believe both Wolfie and Isaac both lost in the quarters from memory. In the semis from memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So close.
Isaac got the pattern of rebirth down.
Pattern of win. Smacks in. It's on Troll for the second time this game.
That's right.
No,
this match.
Yeah. Birthing Pod's so strong. I was thinking the other day. I was trying to quantify the value that you get from Birthing Pod. It's very hard to quantify, but I kind of saw it as you pay 2 mana or a mana and 2 life, and you get the difference between the 2 creatures. But that's not necessarily true because you get the tutor for yeah. So I'm just digging myself into another hole.
But that implies that there's an intrinsic value in each creature that can be quantified, right?
You're just trying to spaz me out with buzzwords.
You're an engineer, aren't you?
Well, by qualification. One day I'll call myself one of those.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Engineers.
Alright, Wolfie, come on, man. If you're Isaac, you're feeling pretty confident right now.
Yeah. But he wasn't talking smack when we crossed to his face.
No?
He was
and he is known to talk smack as well.
Especially against me.
And especially against Wolfie.
It's one of his favourite stories and pastimes. Do we have a crowd, around the table? I think it's just Marco hunched over.
And one chin.
Okay. That's all you need, really. Your 2 loved ones looking over you.
And no one there, just Wilfred.
One day.
Wolfie.
Flick.
What are you going to do?
That's his win.
Isaac, now he's starting the trash talk.
Yeah, stretch it up. Oh, adjust this jumper that I wear all the time.
Wolfie in the dark. No trouble. Crime und punishment.
He's on 3. So, what's Wolfie's plan? Chump the Thrun with the Mutavault. And I'll do one more turn. I was actually on 9. Wolfie can bash for 4. It's not even close to 9.
No. No, there's no card he can draw that can just attack and win. He needs to put Isaac off his plan if he's got any chance here. And that's exceptionally difficult because Isaac has 3 cards that can win in the game.
Yeah. Was this game over on turn 2? No. Wolfie needed the V-click, and he didn't have it.
Wolfie had plenty of ways to get rid of the Garrick in his deck. He just doesn't have any of them.
Not really. What does he have?
Corrupt Decay?
That doesn't kill a Garrick.
Garrick costs 4?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really hits me click.
There's no Dreadball or Oblivion Ring or Vindicate, in these colours.
Yeah. What else in the deck? I mean, he could get the blue-black manland and attack with that.
Tap it, yeah. So he could have killed it at 10-4, which is the same speed as a V-click. Okay, yeah.
That's the only other thing I can think of.
Alright.
But it's really hard. I mean, really tough.
Yeah. Isaac would have been pumping.
Oh, good point. Yeah, Hero's Downfall. Thanks, chat. He has Hero's Downfall as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
3 mana is kind of the maximum you would pay for a removal spell in Highlander.
Yeah.
There's no removal spell that's worth more than that just because one dude is there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, if it's costing you more than that, you had better be sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you've got the full vintage list, you've got obviously big card selection.
Yeah, I suppose Garrick Relentless kind of.
It's a good card.
Flame Tongue Carbu is not good enough for main.
No.
But that's probably just because there's a few decks out there that don't play creatures.
Yeah. I mean, Flame-Tongue Carbu has a very specific role.
Yeah. I've only seen it from Glenn Shanley, and I've played it in a few of my sideboards.
You played in mono red?
Yeah.
That's a pretty key card.
Yeah, it's solid.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Wolfie. What's your plan here, boy?
Yo, Dead. Is that a 4-pan that isn't blue?
What's it?
I know, I just never.
Oh, sure.
Woodfall Primus. Is that a Modern Masters or a Shadow Wall one? Probably Modern Masters. I went to buy a Shadow Wall one recently and they gave me a Modern Masters. I didn't notice. Alright, there's the hand. Isaac takes it down.
There we go.
Well, I would have predicted Wolfie Horror win.
Yeah, I think going into the game, I probably would have guessed that as well. Wolfie should, in theory, have the answers for this. And whenever you're playing against combo with control, you obviously feel a certain level of confidence.
Yeah.
But I suppose that's a really good thing about the Flashpod deck is it's not entirely a control deck, a combo deck. There's so many other ways you can go off, and you can just win as well. Yeah, it's a bit like playing those, that modern Tamo twin deck. We're going to get into some modern pretty soon. That's a good deck where you can just win with Tamo go off, but then every now and then you can just go off and win with a combo.
Yeah, and Malirapod as well. It just plays solid dudes. Isaac loving it.
Yeah, and you can just play value creatures and attack and win, or you can suddenly gain infinite life.
Yeah, I wonder to what degree Wolfie played around the combo that match. I don't feel like he did at all. Did he go out of his way to hold up a counterspell at all times? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's a shame that we couldn't see all the cards in Wolfie's hand in every turn. It would have been nice, but I think that, certainly from our perspective, Wolfie did probably everything he could. I mean, that's what we know of Wolfie. He's not keen to make mistakes,
Yeah. Well, who is?
Yeah.
Someone out there. Yeah. Someone out there's probably pretty keen to make mistakes.
So I think we're going to get into with Isaac now, with the Melbourne Highlander League's only XO.
Yeah, prestigious.
So we're just going to get him to come in now and he'll have a little chat with us.
Would you like to interview him, or we could double interview him?
We'll get on the chair and we'll interview him together.
Or I can just rest on each other's shoulders.
That sounds good too.
He's probably got to shake all the hands. Oh, he's coming now. Ninth.
Yeah, I can hear his big dumb footsteps right now. Oh!
You're right, Isaac.
You going now?
Yeah.
Cool. And Isaac's going to come in for me? Sure
And
thing.
then
And then we'll switch up. Yep, sounds good.
I guess I'll just talk nonsense until Isaac gets here.
Yeah, please do. So, what did you think of the game?
Yeah, I found it very interesting. So swingy, like both players exchanging advantageous boards. Very powerful players. It was good to watch. I think basically Isaac had Musk answer threats that Wolfie just
couldn't.
Yeah, Wolfie didn't have enough counter spells.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
what I felt. Yeah.
Welcome, Isaac Egan, Melbourne Highlander 2 XO champion.
Yes.
Swiss.
Yes.
We were just commenting on it's really, really kind of you to put together these leagues so that you can win your own boxing back. It's really good.
It's the whole reason I started actually doing it.
It makes perfect sense.
That was the first monster I ran was like 9 years ago or something.
Yeah, sure.
So and it was purely because no one else wanted to give away mocks.
Yeah,
And Highlander's the only format.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And I mean, you're pretty clear about saying that you just want to play as much Highlander as you can, right?
Yeah.
Question: Highlander is the best. True or false?
True.
So obviously that was a really good game. Really good match.
Every game was like good.
Yeah, I thought that that game 4 was my favourite. It was really swingy. You got a little bit ahead on board, then Wolfie took a little bit back. You got a little bit ahead again. I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think my favourite one was probably game 2.
Sure.
That went for ages, and I was in there on 1 left.
Yeah.
And I had the Sylvan Library,
Yeah.
and I'm on 5 with the City Glass. I'm like, I fucking take 4, try to resolve.
Make it happen.
I resolved both Academy Rector and the Sack Outlet.
Yeah.
But he had the removal spell, and when he attacked with his Mutabolt, I was actually seriously considering just gang blocking the.
Yeah.
The
we are asking exactly the same question. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I seriously considered it. I was just going. Yeah, I mean, like if he has the removal spell, then that's good. But otherwise, I mean, he probably just kills my 1/1.
Yeah.
And then I got this fucking 1/2 on the board, and I got like a wild cannon on top of my library. He's on 3 at that point, so it's like maybe the 1/2 just going sideways can get there, especially the wild cannon.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you're both on the last then. Yeah, Mulch's theory was that you were probably losing either way if he had the removal and you just had to play into it anyway, right?
That was basically what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because if he has the removal, then I'm pretty.
Yeah, but the Rector is pretty crap when there's nothing else in play.
Yeah. And I got no other enchantments left because I played the Bitter Blossom, which would be terrible. I was on 1.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, it was really tight, and then like having the combo go off, and then having the Wild Cancer on top, which I knew about. So
Absolutely. Yeah. So you
it.
played the pod, Flash pod all the way through this league, right?
Yeah, I haven't changed the deck. I haven't even changed the main deck, even though there was an error in
the way it was recorded.
Yeah. So, but I've changed the sideboard constantly.
Yeah, sure.
Just about every week has changed.
Yeah, one thing we were interested in is you brought in Divert. Is that to mise out his Ancestor Recall?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
100%.
Yeah, cool.
It's probably they're better cards.
Yeah.
Probably for the matchup. But I can clip the dream.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, we thought it was really cool. That's what Mulch's guess was. And also thinking that, it acts as another counterspell and sometimes as well.
It counters their counters.
Yeah.
So I was pretty happy that it got to counter.
Yeah. Did you
so good.
did you keep it in after game 2 as well? We didn't see it sideboard. Okay, so after game 1, it was in for the rest of the game.
Yeah. I actually didn't sideboard again.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. Interestingly, the fact that I took out Sword of Fire and Ice against him makes me want to cut Sword of Fire and Ice from the deck.
Interesting.
Because it's meant to be against
If it's not good against Wilfie, then what's
Yeah. I mean, like he's just got too much black removal. And
the
black removal just
Yeah,
it means that the sword's shit because you spent a bunch of mana doing nothing.
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
Do you think there was anything Wilfie could have done at any point, like to try and claw back? Particularly that last game, he was just so behind.
Turn 2 Garrick.
Yeah,
So
just
rude.
insane, right? Yeah.
And that's the reason why Ancient Tomb is still in the deck.
Yeah, sure.
So many people have told me, like, oh, dude.
I just brought up that very point. Yeah,
you do a lot of damage to yourself. But like, when Ancient Tomb's good, it's fucking insane.
It's amazing. Yeah.
It gets around the counter spells and stuff. Like, he's got 1 land in play, and I've played Garrick. Like,
There's very little he can do. Yeah, we decided that the only thing he could do was probably click or...
if he had a Spell Pierce that turn...
Oh, sure.
Yeah. But I don't
Yeah.
even play Spell Pierce.
No,
it's good against me. So,
no.
there's really just nothing.
There's really nothing.
Days would be the only...
Which he also doesn't have.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the deck doesn't play Days anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, it was basically... There was nothing he could do.
Oh, such a good hand.
It was really tight. Yeah. Do you think there's anything you do different? Or you feel like you played it the right way? And...
I think that Mutable block, I think I probably should have game blocked there.
Yeah. What your dreams on that one?
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big error, it was just a judgment call.
Sure.
And I think I made the judgment that if he doesn't have the removal spell, I guess he just leaves me with the... But he's on 3, so I think that the safer play is to just gang block there and go, both of us drawing up the top.
Yeah, sure.
But he's got a Sensei's Divining Top out.
Yeah, exactly.
So...
He's got plenty of choice.
Yeah. I definitely don't sack in my turn, because if he does have the removal spell, then... Yeah.
Then he's getting ultimate value.
Yeah. Although maybe if he had the removal spell, maybe you should have cast in response to the sack outlet guy.
That's entirely possible too. Yeah. I mean, it really depends on what he's gonna let die and what he.
The other thing is it's not like I can actually get. I can get Woodfall Primus there, so that's good. But if he has some way of getting if he plays Jason bounces it or something, then it's actually really quite shit. And then he just animates and bashes me back for lethal. Yeah. So I shouldn't do it in my turn because of that. So it's man, oh well. It was really interesting though. It was a great game. Yeah.
So what do you think was your MVP of the round? Let's say of the tournament at whole.
Tournament at whole?
Yeah.
It's just every single card just does its job.
Yeah.
I'd say it's easier for me to say the 1 or 2 cards that haven't pulled their weight, and that would be Recurring Nightmare and Swords of Fire.
Yeah, sure.
So
now you got something to work on for the top 8.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, congratulations. Well done, man.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing you on top 8 myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to get that started next Friday.
You're versus Chris Chan, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Sweet.
I will slay him.
All
Alright, we're going to go cross-slide back to the game now. So thank you very much, Isaac. Well done again.
No worries.
And let's move on to Modern, I think.
Modern?
Yeah.
Who's playing?
Oh, actually, we're going to have 1 minute break. I beg your pardon. So we're going to take 1 minute break. We're just going to set up. I have no idea who's playing. I also don't know the decks. But we're going to get set up, and then we're going to come back in about a minute. All right?
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah.
So thanks very much for joining us. The Sneak and Show back soon.